Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this announcement, which is a very good announcement for Woodside, very good announcement for Doughboy Park, and for this beloved and really sacred area of Doughboy Park, our amazing and powerful, to this day, Doughboy statue and surrounding monuments. My name is Jimmy Van Bramer, and I'm really proud to be the council member and represent Woodside. And I'm proud to be a council member who is patriotic, who celebrates and honors Flag Day, who is always here on Memorial Day for our amazing parade, and I'm also proud to be someone who listens to my constituents, who meets with them when they have a concern, and who delivers. So this area is very, very special, and as I said, sacred. And so many important moments in Woodside and in Queens happen right here at this spot. But as you can see, it's been a while since it's been renovated. It's been a while since the city has invested capital dollars to fix it up, to restore it, and to make sure that it is a fitting tribute and monument, not only to the men and women who served and who have passed away, who served in World War I, but who have served and who continue to serve our country in the armed forces. This space has to reflect the dignity with which that service is deserving. So I want to thank and recognize some of the folks who are here, many of whom encouraged me to do this. First of all, Ed Bergendahl, who has been a terrific and fierce supporter of this park and of this community, and who himself is a Korean War and Navy seaman veteran. So Ed, we thank you for your service to our country. We also thank you for your service to our neighborhood and to our community. And I also want to recognize Michael O'Kane, who's a longtime personal friend of me and Dan, but today he serves as the president of the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 32 in Queens. Michael O'Kane. And I'm also proud to be the biggest supporter of Woodside on the Move, an amazing nonprofit organization in our community. And the chair of the board, Bob Piazza, is also a proud veteran. So thank and honor Bob Piazza. And there are several other members of our community, several Community Board 2 members from Woodside, Maria Vilma, who has been an amazing caretaker of Windmuller and Doughboy Park and does so much work. Let's give a big round of applause to Maria Vilma. Ann Hart, a great Woodsider and Board 2 resident. Thank you, Ann Hart. And Regina Shanley, also Community Board 2 resident. And it was a meeting between Regina, Ed, and myself only about a month or two ago that brought us to this moment today. I also want to recognize Ricky from Congressman Crowley's office, who's with us, and some other members, and I think we're in for a treat later. Jim Congress is going to sing for us. Oh, really? Jim Congress. I don't want it and several other honor our country, and we want to honor certainly the men and women who are serving all over. But I, of course, always want to meet with my constituents, and I know that Ed and Regina had some important thoughts about this park. We met, and they impressed upon me the need, as our Memorial Day parade and ceremony was approaching, to do a lot of work to fix this park up and to restore this to its original beauty. I'd also be remiss if I didn't recognize Vito Rack, who's right here, who's been a past member of Community Board 2 and certainly Woodside on the Move, but also is made a lasting contribution to Woodside. There's a new school that we built, PS 361, and Vitold's house is right next to PS 361. And I have to say, it is one of the single most generous acts of anyone that I've ever seen, where lots of folks complain, and some would even have tried to stop it. And Vitold, he said that as long as they respond and listen, he would not object to a school being built right next door to his house.
Since I'm a teacher too.
And he's a teacher. So generations of kids, of Woodsiders, will have a school because this man stood up and did the right thing. So thank you, Vitold. Yes, but the community board doesn't live right next to the show. So thank you. But Ed and Regina made sure that I knew, and of course I did know because I come here often. I participate in all the events, and we agreed. So we contacted the Parks Department right away, and I said, I know we only have about a month before the budget is adopted, but I want to do this. I want to know how much it would cost to fully renovate this plaza, to restore the statue itself, and the surrounding plaza to its original beauty. They came back and told me only a couple of weeks before the budget was adopted that it would take $750,000. $750,000 to completely restore and renovate this entire plaza, all the statues, all the monuments, and I allocated the money, and we now have the $750,000 to fully restore and renovate this plaza and memorial. So it's great, it's fitting. The statue behind us is amazing. It is powerful, and the Doughboy has 90 years old. That's right, and will continue to look over Woodside for generations, long after we're gone. So we honor the Doughboy and all of the men and women who died fighting for our country, all of those who died on 9/11, with our 9/11 memorial to my right, and certainly everyone who has fought for our country in the past, today, and in the future. So it's a great day for Woodside, it's a great day for our neighborhood, this park, and our country. So I want to introduce a couple of folks to say a few words. The first is Ed Bergendahl himself to say a few words about this important moment. Go right up to the center, Ed.
Right up to the center.
Got a speech, huh?
Oh, okay. Can you get a name so I can recognize him?
I had to write him down. That's okay. Let me tell you a story about the Doughboy. Backwards, okay? Our lifelike hero, sculptured in brass. He personifies a soldier thinking and praying of his fallen buddies. At the same time, he's proud but sad and missing home and the happy moments spent with his family and friends. The Doughboy represents all of us who served and kind of saying, let's not forget. I would like to thank everyone who came today to listen to Jimmy Rembrunner. We would like to thank him for obtaining funding for our beloved Doughboy Park. As a veteran and a resident of Woodside, Doughboy Park has meant a lot to me and hopefully to all our Woodside community. It's a place where we gather for Memorial Day to honor the fallen heroes whose names are engraved on this plaque on the wall, as well as our fellow veterans. It's also a place of gathering every 9/11 when we commemorate our first responders and our heroes of that unforgettable day. 2017 marks the centennial celebration of World War I, which this park is part of. Okay, it'll be sometime. Okay, this year. It is a very timely for our councilman, Mr. Jimmy Rembrenner, to obtain this much-needed funding for our Doughboy Park. Sir, on behalf of all Woodside community and fellow veterans, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts and for your concern for a great park, the Doughboy Park. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you. Thank you, Ed Bergendahl. We're thrilled to be with so many prominent veterans. I know Mr. O'Kane is a fierce fighter and warrior, but he's going to pass and pass it to another great veteran. Let's hear from Bob Piazza, veteran and president of Woodside on the Move.
Hello. It's funny, 2 weeks ago I sat in this park and I was looking down at the pavement and the broken slate, and I said to myself, I have to talk to Jimmy about that. I don't know if he's seen it. Well, at a community meeting last week, Jimmy announced we were fixing the park. I hadn't told him yet, so I was a little surprised about that. But Councilman Van Bramer has been extremely helpful, Woodside on the Move. He supported us and the thousands of people that we support through housing programs and after-school programs, and I'm proud to be here with him on this day. I'm also proud of something else, and I don't know if anybody else senses it but me, but I can imagine how the people that live in Woodside felt when this statue first went up, commemorating the people that they knew that had given their lives in World War I. You know, and I feel a little bit of that pride. And when it's completed, I'm going to come here, maybe by myself, and see if I can regain and feel that pride and feel what they must have felt when the statue went up. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob, very much. I want to recognize Kay Volpe is here. Kay, you want to come join us as well here? And Kenny should come in here too. And also thank Nanette Alvarado from Assemblymember Brian Barnwell's office. You should join us as well here. What's that? Oh, yes, whoever wants to come in the picture. Everyone join the picture. Thank you so much. And Kenny Madrano from my office, who helped put this event together. Do you have those? So we want to thank everyone who's been a part of this. Thank everyone for their care and concern for our community. And I know we have a special treat. A couple of years ago, I don't know if it was last year's 9/11 memorial or the one before, when Jim Condis got up to sing, and I had never heard Jim Condis sing before. I had heard a lot of other things from Jim Condis before, but I had never heard Jim Condis sing before, and it was very moving. And I have to say, I think you sound like Frank Sinatra a little bit. Tony Bennett. All right. So everyone, for a special and patriotic, please, Woodside on the Move, come in. Jim, come up here. And Kenny, do you have some flags over here? Bring the flags up front. We want to have a couple. You have another one? Yes. All right. Hold on 1 second, Jim. I'll give you the... Yeah. Kay, do you want to hold one? All right. Do we have one for... There you go. All right. Ready?
All right. This is a very short song. I don't want to torture you anymore. And it's apropos because it's by George M. Cohan, pertaining to World War I and the centennial of World War I. And it's You're a Grand Old Flag, George M. Cohan. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old flag.
Was that a sing-along?
Thank you, Jim. It was a sing-along. I want to thank the members of the NYPD, the 108th Precinct, who are here, keeping us, who are always keeping us safe, and who are here today to celebrate this amazing event. I know that Woodside on the Move, so many of the team members from Woodside on the Move have joined us as well. Thank you so much, including Adriana Beltran and so many others, right? The whole team is here. So thank you. Apparently we've closed the office at Woodside on the Move, Bob. So thank you all for being here. And Regina, did you want to say something since you were part of this? No? Regina's being very shy and modest, as are many others here, but Regina was also a part of this effort to improve this park. So let me just say in closing, this is a great turnout. There are so many folks here who've brought us to today. Again, this is my honor and privilege to represent you in the City Council, to bring back resources, which after all are your tax dollars, right back to our community, to spend your tax dollars in a way that benefits our community and improves the quality of life for everyone. And I see we have some Parks Department staff here, so we want to thank our Parks Department staff as well. But investing in our parks is one of the most important things that we can do to improve the quality of life in our neighborhoods. Investing in this park is one of the most important things that we can do. And obviously, in this 100th anniversary of World War I and the Doughboy statue, this is so incredibly important for all of us in our community. So I look forward to being back here with Ed Bergendahl for the commemoration of the 100th anniversary, for 9/11 memorials, for future Memorial Day parades, and to all of you, God willing, for the ribbon cutting when we complete the work here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. First and foremost to all of our veterans. A big round of applause for all our veterans again. And thank you again to Ed and Regina for...
Jimmy, may I? I want to promote right now the 9/11 program, which we have here every year. The plaque there with the 34 names, the Woodside, Sunside area that have been lost to ground zero. We always remember them and honor them when we have the 9/11.
Thank you. So let's take a big old group Woodside photo. Everyone come in close. Where are we looking?
Right here, please.